Introduction. The following presentation provides information about several of the most prominent tree pest problems that are affecting the health of trees in the Southwest United States. Information will also be covered about some pests that are new to the area. This presentation also includes Mauget's recommendations for managing the insects and diseases mentioned. Remember, it is important to read the label for the product being used to ensure you have all the information you need before applying. Bark beetle. There are many different types of native bark beetles throughout the United States. Several types of bark beetles have become a significant problem in the forests and landscapes of the western United States during the past several years. Bark beetle description. The bark beetles attack fir, pine, spruce, and other conifer trees. They feed on phloem tissue, creating S-shaped galleries under the bark of the host tree. Their eggs are very small, oval-shaped, shiny, opaque, and pearly white in color, and found in the galleries inside the tree. Bark beetle larvae are small grubs, 2 to 7 millimeter in length. Their bodies are cream-colored with reddish-brown colored heads. The adults are small beetles, 2 to 4 millimeters in length. They have short legs, and their bodies are cylindrical-shaped. They are reddish-brown to black in color. Bark beetle life cycle. Bark beetles usually produce 2 or 3 generations per year. Beginning in April through late summer, the adult females emerge and bore into a host tree where they create a gallery under the bark. Males are attracted to females and mating takes place. The female lays eggs in the gallery. The eggs hatch into larvae grubs. The larvae feed in the inner phloem, creating additional galleries. The larvae develop into the pupal stage. The pupae develop into adults. The adults bore an exit tunnel out of the tree that creates a shot hole in the trunk of the host tree. After emerging from the host tree, the adults fly off and attack another tree. Bark beetle symptoms. Symptoms of bark beetles may include discolored foliage from green to pale green to yellow to brown in a few months. Peeling sections of bark. The wood of affected trees may be blue in color due to the blue stain fungus that is frequently carried by bark beetles. Shot holes created by the emerging adults. Pitch tubes. And eventual death to the host tree is highly likely without an effective management program. Management and timing. Bark beetles can be managed by microinjecting Abicide 2 in the spring or when an infestation has been identified. Microinject with either Stemix Plus or Injectamin Iron Zinc in either the spring or fall to increase vigor. Prune and destroy dead and dying branches. Keep trees healthy, reduce stress, and maintain adequate irrigation during summer. Abicide 2 is available in 2, 3, and 4 milliliter capsules and 1 liter bottles. Stemix Plus is available in 6 milliliter capsules and 1 liter bottles. Injectamin Iron Zinc is available in 6 milliliter capsules. Emerald ash borer. Although the emerald ash borer EAB has not been positively identified in the southwestern United States, it is likely to be in the area in the future. You may have already seen some in your area, so we are including it here. Emerald ash borer is a flat-headed borer that feeds exclusively on ash trees and is an invasive species from Asia. The geographical range for the emerald ash borer is predominantly in the eastern and midwestern United States, and it has recently been positively identified in Oregon. The red dots on this map from January 2021 indicate counties where emerald ash borer has been detected. The yellow areas are potential urban ash tree locations. The green areas are the approximate range of ash trees. As you can see, there is a potential for this pest to spread to other areas of the country, including the Southwest. Emerald ash borer description. The emerald ash borer adult is a beetle that is 3/8 to 1/2 inch in length. It is a very bright metallic green with shiny wings and feeds on the leaves. The larvae is a borer. It can be up to 1.5 inches in length. It is cream-colored, flat with bell-shaped segments. It has a reddish-brown colored head. Emerald ash borer life cycle. The emerald ash borer usually has one generation per year. It overwinters as a larva inside the ash tree. In the spring, they pupate inside the tree. From mid-May through late June, the emerald ash borers emerge from the tree as adults. The adults feed on the foliage of ash trees during the day. After mating, the females lay eggs that are deposited individually in bark crevices on the trunk and branches. Females can lay from 65 to 90 eggs. In the summer, the eggs will hatch in 7 to 10 days. The newly hatched larvae chew through the bark and feed on the phloem and outer sapwood. The larvae go through 4 instars, getting progressively larger in size. They continue feeding into the fall until cold weather. Emerald ash borer symptoms. Serpentine galleries under the bark are created by the feeding larvae. The galleries disrupt the movement of nutrients and water throughout the tree. D-shaped exit holes in the bark of the tree are created by the adults as they emerge from the tree during the spring. Epicormic sucker branch growth is common in trees infested with emerald ash borers. Dead and dying branches in the canopy, followed by eventual death of the tree, will occur without an effective management program. Management and timing. Emerald ash borer can be managed by microinjecting imicide in the spring after the ash leaves have reached their full size to provide season-long control as a preventative treatment. Microinject with Stemix Plus in either the fall or spring to increase vigor. Prune and destroy dead and dying branches. Keep trees healthy, reduce stress, maintain adequate irrigation during summer. Imicide is available in 2, 3, and 4 milliliter capsules and 1 liter bottles. Stemix Plus is available in 6 milliliter capsules and 1 liter bottles. Gold-spotted oak borer. The gold-spotted oak borer is a flat-headed borer. It only attacks oak trees and prefers the red oak family. It is an invasive species native to southeastern Arizona and was detected in San Diego County, California in the early 2000s. The geographical range of the gold-spotted oak borer is currently confined to San Diego and Riverside counties. However, it is likely to invade other areas of California in the future. On this map, the yellow areas are moderately suitable, and the orange and red areas are highly suitable climates for gold-spotted oak borer. Gold-spotted oak borer description. The eggs of the gold-spotted oak borer are very small, oval-shaped, brown in color. They are laid either on the bark or in bark crevices on the host tree. The eggs are very difficult to see. The larvae are flat-headed borers, up to 1.5 inches in length, white and cream color. Their body is segmented with a large flattened head. Adults are beetles that are 1/2 inch in length. They are predominantly black in color with 6 gold-colored spots on their wings and 2 gold spots near their thorax. Gold-spotted oak borer life cycle. The gold-spotted oak borers are believed to have 1 generation per year. They overwinter inside the tree as mature larvae in the pre-pupae stage in a pupal cell near the bark surface. They may stay in this stage from October to May or June, the following year. This is a non-feeding stage. Mid-May through September, the adults emerge from the tree. They feed on the foliage of the host tree for approximately 2 weeks. Mating occurs on the foliage and twigs in the crown of the host tree. From June through September, females lay eggs that hatch in approximately 2 weeks. The larvae bore into the tree's phloem and outer xylem layer. They go through 4 larvae instars. The larvae feed on the host tree's phloem and outer xylem layer. Gold-spotted oak borer symptoms. Gold-spotted oak borer damage includes bark splitting that is caused by the extensive feeding in the cambium of the host tree. The feeding activity causes girdling on the stems and branches of young trees. The emerging adults create D-shaped holes in the trunk and branches. Affected trees will have dying and dead branches. This will lead to the decline and eventual death of the tree without an effective management program. Management and timing. The gold-spotted oak borer can be managed by microinjecting imicide in the spring. Microinject either Stemix Plus or Injectamin Iron Zinc to increase the tree's vigor. Prune and remove dead and dying branches. Imicide is available in 2, 3, and 4 milliliter capsules and 1 liter bottles. Stemix Plus is available in 6 milliliter capsules and 1 liter bottles. Injectamin Iron Zinc is available in 6 milliliter capsules. Lerp Psyllid. Lerp Psyllid description. Lerp Psyllids are sap-sucking insects. They attack many different species of trees and may be found in California, Arizona, Florida, and Hawaii. Lerp Psyllids can have from 2 to 4 generations per year. They develop through a gradual metamorphosis. In some areas, all stages can be present throughout the year. Lerp Psyllid life cycle. Lerp Psyllid eggs are yellow. They are laid in groups on succulent leaves and young shoots. New plant growth can create population increases. The eggs hatch into nymphs that are small aphid-like insects. They are yellow-brown in color and wingless. During the nymph stage, they are under a protective covering called a lerp, which is a white cap that consists of the crystallized honeydew they produce. The adult is a small fly-like insect that is 1/8 of an inch in length, slender with green, clear wings. Lerp Psyllid symptoms. Symptoms of Lerp Psyllids include the round lerp caps on leaves. Heavy amounts of honeydew and sooty mold are on the leaves. Premature leaf drop may be caused by high populations. Prolonged infestations can cause stress on the tree, which can make the host tree susceptible to wood-boring insects. Management and timing. Microinject imicide in the spring for season-long preventative control, or inject whenever insects are present. Microinject either Stemix Plus or Injectamin Iron Zinc to increase the tree's vigor. Irrigate trees during dry weather to reduce stress. Imicide is available in 2, 3, and 4 milliliter capsules and 1 liter bottles. Stemix Plus is available in 6 milliliter capsules and 1 liter bottles. Injectamin Iron Zinc is available in 6 milliliter capsules. Sudden oak death. Sudden oak death is caused by Phytophthora ramorum. Phytophthora species are fungus-like water mold organisms. They are closely related to algae. Phytophthora affects a wide variety of trees, shrubs, and plants, including oaks. It may be found worldwide. The orange and red zones on this map indicate the areas at highest risk. Sudden oak death disease cycle. The sudden oak death pathogen thrives in water and produces spores in moist, humid conditions. The pathogen affects the roots in wet soil conditions. The pathogen also affects the leaves in cool, high humidity conditions. Phytophthora ramorum infects trees primarily in cool, moist, foggy microclimates. The Phytophthora ramorum pathogen appears to be dispersed by wind and rain splash. Sudden oak death contributing factors. Factors that contribute to the development and infection of sudden oak death include cool, wet, foggy weather conditions that commonly occur during the spring. Poorly drained soils remain wet for long periods of time. Improper planting depth when trees have been planted too deep. Sudden oak death trunk symptoms. Cankers on the trunks of infected trees are the primary symptom of sudden oak death. They are usually 3 to 6 feet above the ground. Cankers bleed a thick, sticky sap on the trunks of infected trees. The sap from cankers may be black or amber-orange in color. Death to moss and lichens growing on host trees may also occur. Eventual death to the tree will likely occur without an effective management program. Sudden oak death foliar symptoms. Leaves turn olive green, pale green, or yellow over a period of several weeks to several months before eventually turning brown. Shoot and tip wilting may also occur. Without an effective management program, death to the tree is highly likely to occur. Management and timing. Sudden oak death can be managed by microinjecting arborphos in the spring or when the disease has first been diagnosed. Additional microinjections may be necessary if the disease persists. Where possible, minimize poor water drainage in the soils at the base of susceptible trees. Arborphos is available in 5 and 7.5 milliliter capsules and 1 liter bottles. The next potential pest problem, Polyphagous shot-hole borer and Fusarium dieback, is a complex which involves both an insect and a disease. Polyphagous shot-hole borer host trees. There are over 60 known host trees for the Polyphagous shot-hole borer, including avocado, big leaf maple, blue palo verde, box elder, California coast live oak, California sycamore, castor bean, coral tree, English oaks, liquid amber, silk tree, titoki tree, and others. Polyphagous shot-hole borer and Fusarium dieback is an insect disease complex that causes dieback in trees. The disease is caused by a new Fusarium fungus. It is vectored from tree to tree by a small bark beetle. This insect disease complex can be found in Southern California. The Polyphagous shot-hole borer is a small bark beetle. It is smaller than a sesame seed and very hard to see. They penetrate the host tree up to 1.5 inches deep. The beetles leave many shot holes in infested trees. The Polyphagous shot-hole borer life cycle consists of 4 stages: eggs, larvae, pupae, and adults. Once the eggs have been laid, they hatch into larvae in 4 days. The larvae go through 3 instars as they develop into pupa. This takes 16 to 18 days. They will pupate for 8 to 10 days before emerging as adults. After emerging, they reach full adult maturity in 4 to 6 days. When the mature female bores into the tree, creating galleries, the Fusarium pathogen is introduced into the tree. The fungus is a food source for the shot-hole borer. Females begin laying eggs in 4 to 12 days. Fusarium dieback symptoms. The Polyphagous shot-hole borer introduces the Fusarium fungus into the galleries of healthy trees that create lesions. The beetle tunneling, combined with fungal growth, causes significant damage to the vascular system of the tree. Each generation of beetle spreads the fungus. Symptoms of the fungus include patches of dark liquid oozing from the bark of infected trees. Sometimes there is a white powdery exudate around the lesions. There is yellowing and wilting of the foliage, followed by branch dieback. Eventual death of the host tree is likely to occur without a proper management program. Management and timing. Dieback 16 can be helpful at reducing symptoms associated with Fusarium dieback, but must be applied before severe symptoms are being expressed. An injection of Dieback 16 is likely to be most effective when used prophylactically or as a preventative treatment where nearby trees are known to have the disease. Microinject with either Stemix Plus or Injectamin Iron Zinc to increase the tree's vigor. Irrigate trees during dry weather. Remove and properly discard dead limbs and branches. Stemix Plus is available in 6 milliliter capsules and 1 liter bottles. Injectamin Iron Zinc is available in 6 milliliter capsules. Micronutrient deficiency. Although it might not technically be considered a pest, let us spend a little time reviewing micronutrient deficiencies. In order to grow and maintain their health, plants have nutritional requirements. Macronutrients are needed in larger quantities and include nitrogen, phosphorus, hydrogen, oxygen, calcium, sulfur, and magnesium. Micronutrients are needed in smaller quantities and include boron, chloride, manganese, iron, zinc, copper, and molybdenum. Micronutrient deficiency description. Micronutrient deficiencies are common in many different tree species, including red maples, pin oaks, birches, palms, sweet gum, and other trees. Micronutrient deficiencies can be due to a lack or excess of certain nutrients in the soil, or because of pH-related issues. Micronutrient deficiencies are usually an indication that the soil is too alkaline. Plants prefer a soil pH between 6.0 to 6.5 because that is when most nutrients are chemically available for root uptake. Sometimes high levels of manganese can cause magnesium deficiency. The photos here are just 2 examples of how nutrient-deficient trees may look. Micronutrient deficiency. Micronutrient deficiencies are also likely to occur in soils with low organic matter content. These soils can lack the ability to hold mineral nutrients. Organic matter also acts as a buffer for soils that have a highly acidic or alkaline pH. Nutrient deficiencies can also occur in coarse-textured sandy soils. They do not have the nutrient-holding capacity of a soil that has a higher content of clay or silt. Areas that receive heavy rainfall can have micronutrient deficiencies because rain is leaching the nutrients out of the soil. Deficiencies can also occur in heavily manipulated soils, such as in agricultural settings or areas with soil fill. Palm trees frequently grow in these soils and weather conditions. Effects on trees. Nutrient deficiencies can result in trees failing to grow and become properly established. Lack of available nutrients leads to a reduction in the photosynthesis process, root development, leaf production, and leaf expansion. Flowering can also be reduced in ornamental trees. Nutrient-deficient trees are under stress, which makes them more susceptible to damage from insects, diseases, and other environmental factors. Symptoms in broadleaf trees. Micronutrient deficiency symptoms in broadleaf trees cause many uniquely different symptoms, depending on the plant and the deficiency. Some of the more common symptoms include leaves that are light green to yellow in color, chlorotic. Necrotic spots on leaves. Leaves that are smaller, narrower, and more pointed than normal. Shoots that are smaller in diameter than normal. Symptoms in conifer trees. Micronutrient deficiency symptoms in conifer trees can also cause uniquely different symptoms. Common symptoms include needles that are light green to yellow, chlorotic in color, branches and needles extremely stunted in growth. All of the needles except the first and second year needles have dropped. Terminal branch dieback. Symptoms in palm trees. Micronutrient deficiencies in palm trees are usually due to a specific nutrient deficiency. The symptoms in palm trees frequently appear on the oldest leaves first and progress to the youngest leaves. Some symptoms of a deficiency include a golden to yellow color of the petioles and bases of leaves, leaves with mottled, yellowish, translucent spots. The edges and tips of leaves may brown in color. New growth can be deformed or reduced in size. The tree's overall rate of growth can be decreased. Compromised root systems. A compromised root system may contribute to a micronutrient deficiency because the root's ability to take up nutrients has been impaired. Roots may be compromised by several different factors, including injury, root disease, poor site conditions, drought, soil compaction, and/or water-saturated soils. Management and timing. Microinjecting nutrients directly into the tree provides nutrients to the tree very quickly and bypasses the soil and roots. A micronutrient deficiency may be managed by microinjection of either Stemix Plus, Injectamin Manganese, or Injectamin Iron Zinc. For best results, inject in the fall or in the spring, before the leaves reach their full size. Stemix Plus and Injectamin Manganese are available in 6 milliliter capsules and 1 liter bottles. Injectamin Iron Zinc is available in 6 milliliter capsules. Share your success. You may even want to keep a visual record of your treatments for your files, and Mauget would love to hear your success stories. It's always nice to have a reminder of your successes to show your current and future clients. So take a picture before you treat. Keep good notes on the treatment. What was the issue being addressed? What was the treatment, including where and when? Then go back and take another photo from the same vantage point to create a useful before and after presentation. Now you have something to verify the results for your records. Take an extra few minutes and send that information to info@mauget.com with the subject Before and After, and we will spotlight you and your company on our Instagram page @CaringForTrees. Conclusion. This concludes this presentation. Upon passing the test, you will earn the ISA CEUs listed in the description. We encourage you to watch additional modules so you can continue to expand your knowledge and add to your ISA CEU total. This presentation also included Mauget's recommendations for the treatment of the pests and/or diseases mentioned. Remember, it is important to read the label for the product being used to ensure you have all the information you need before applying the product. Mauget can help you take care of your customers' trees. Be sure you are on Mauget's email list to ensure you receive our monthly bulletins. Mauget has been the right way to treat a tree for over 6 decades. You can count on Mauget to keep you up to date on the latest advances in microinjection. Remember to follow us on social media and join the forums on Mauget Certified to learn what other applicators are doing, issues they may be having, and share your knowledge and experience. We are happy to have you as part of the Mauget team. We look forward to growing together.